Welcome to the Eligibility GUS application page, presented by USDA's Single Family Housing Guaranteed Loan Program. The training objectives will review each section of the GUS eligibility application page, which include property eligibility, household member information, the monthly gross income for all adult household members, and income eligibility to determine if the household meets the adjusted income limit to qualify for the Guaranteed Loan Program. The purpose of the Eligibility GUS application page is to determine if the subject property is eligible and also to determine if the household meets income eligibility requirements for the guaranteed program. The first section of the eligibility page is property information. Users must enter the property address, city, state, zip, county, and metropolitan statistical area, or MSA. If these data fields do not automatically populate, please make sure the proper selection for the county has been made. What if this is a pre-qualification and an exact address is not yet known? You can enter TBD or unknown as the property address, but you must continue to enter a valid city, state, zip, county, and MSA in order to obtain a preliminary underwriting recommendation. If you do not know the +4 to the zip code that has been entered, select the zip code lookup link displayed on the application screen. The zip code link will display a pop-up box to the screen to the link that will link you to the United States Postal Service website. Enter the street address, city, state, zip code, and then select Find. Within seconds, the additional 4 digits will display. The pop-up box can now be closed, and the remaining 4 digits can be entered on the eligibility application page. When all of the data fields for property information are complete, you may select Check Property Eligibility, and the results will display. In this example, the property eligibility is eligible. Additional results include ineligible and unable to determine. If you feel a property determination is not accurate, please contact the USDA state office where the property is located for assistance in the property eligibility determination. If you wish to view a map of the address, select Display Property Map, and a pop-up box will appear with a map that shows the property location. A data entry tip for the property information section. Do not use special characters when entering the address of the property. Examples to avoid include periods, ampersands, commas, and additional symbols used for abbreviations. The use of special characters should be avoided on all GUS application pages and data entry fields. When special characters are present within the GUS application, the lender will be unable to successfully execute a final underwriting submission to the agency. The error message will not state that special characters are present, so please avoid this issue and do not enter special characters in any GUS data fields. The next section is household member information. Please enter the following: number of people in the household. Enter the number of household members that will make the home their primary residence for all or part of the next 12 months. If the loan applicant or co-applicant are age 62 years or older, select Yes from the drop-down box. This option may also be selected when an applicant is disabled, but they are not age 62 or older. This will allow the household to qualify for the $400 annual income deduction allowed under 3555.152C4. Annual medical expenses will become an active data field if you respond yes to 1. Is the loan applicant or co-applicant age 62 years of age or older? Or 2. Are there any disabled persons living in the household? In this example, neither are true. Therefore, the data entry field remains grayed out and unavailable for data entry. Under number of residents under 18 years old, disabled, or full-time students age 18 years or greater, enter the applicable number. Annual child care expenses will be available if you entered a number that is 1 or greater to the previous question. Are there any disabled persons living in the household? If the response is yes, remember, annual medical expenses data field will be available for eligible deductions if applicable. And under annual disability expenses, this will be an active data field if the response to the previous question is yes. If there are any questions regarding the correct data entry for some data fields, hover your mouse over the blue question mark icons. Additional guidance will display on the application page to assist you to make proper data entries. In the monthly gross income for all household members, users will enter the annual income for each adult household member. Income sources captured on this application page include base employment, overtime, bonuses, commissions, dividends or interest, other, which may be child support, alimony, retirement distributions, etc., net rental income, and all other monthly income received by adult members of the household. In the event additional income types are received and must be included in the annual income calculation per 7 CFR 3555, this all other monthly income data field has been provided as sort of a catch-all. Select the appropriate income category. Choices are very low income, low income, and moderate income. If you are in doubt about which income category to select, the income category lookup link is available to select, where you can then choose the state where the property is located in order to determine which income selection may be appropriate. When the data fields are complete, select Check Income Eligibility to allow GUS to process the income eligibility determination. An adult household member would be anyone age 18 and up that is a co-applicant, applicant, or spouse. As indicated by 7 CFR 3555.152B 5 IV, adult household members age 18 and up that are full-time students but are not an applicant, co-applicant, or spouse must include only the first $480 of their earnings in the annual income calculation. This same household member will continue to qualify for a $480 dependent deduction, which was entered in the previous section. Therefore, an eligible full-time student will have zero income considered in the annual income calculation. Some data entry tips for the income section of the eligibility application page include: when completing the monthly gross income for all adult household members section, ensure you include all required income types for program eligibility. Annual income guidance is located in 3555.152B and Handbook Chapter 9. Also, assets are overlooked as income sources. 3555.152D and Handbook Chapter 9 include assistance to review assets, determine which ones must be included in the annual income calculation, as well as assist you in calculating the applicable amount of income. When completing the income category, please select the appropriate option. A household that earns $23,000 per year, located in a county with a 1 to 4 household member adjusted annual income threshold of $75,000 is not a moderate income applicant. USDA relies upon prudent data entry to assist the agency in determining the population served, as well as portfolio management. So please make an intentional selection for this data field. The results from checking income eligibility will display. In this example, the determination is eligible. Other determinations that may display are ineligible, or if the service is temporarily down and unavailable, an unable to determine response may display. The following will be calculated, displayed, and unable to be edited in these data fields. If the calculations appear incorrect, then data entered above in this section of the eligibility application page must be corrected. Total household income. This is the total of all income entered on this application page, and it will be calculated and displayed. Refer to 3555.152B and Handbook Chapter 9. Allowable adjustments. Eligible deductions for dependents, child care, elderly household, and medical and disability expenses entered will be displayed. Refer to 3555.152C and Handbook Chapter 9. Adjusted household income. This is the total household income minus allowable adjustments will equal this adjusted annual household income determination. It is this calculation that determines if the household is income eligible for a guaranteed loan. Refer to 3555.152C and Handbook Chapter 9. At the bottom of this page, the user may select the appropriate footer button to take them to the next desired action. When the eligibility page is complete and the user selects Save or Next, the Geocode Service pop-up box will appear to confirm that the address has been entered. Review the geocode service address as compared to the entered property address. If the geocode address appears accurate, you can select Accept Geocode Address, or you can always select Keep Entered Address and move forward in the application. Please sign up for GovDelivery messages. USDA sends out origination, including GUS and servicing messages to alert lenders of new publications, clarifications, and additional program updates. Thank you for supporting the USDA Single Family Housing Guaranteed Loan Program. We appreciate the opportunity to help you serve more rural home buyers. This will conclude the training module. Thank you and have a great day.